Look at that. Look at that beautiful face. If you don't know who this is CBUM's brother-in-law. That's what he's known for. He's known for being the brother of CBUM. So for some reason, he got his own cream of rice. I guess that's just how it works when you're CBUM's brother-in-law. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot today. Let's finish up cardio. I did still doing 30 minutes on training days in the morning. I just prefer the treadmill because it forces you to go a certain speed. Cardio's honestly pretty easy, not too difficult. I'm still doing another session of cardio in the afternoons. I'll either go for a walk or hop on the treadmill here, depending on how I feel. I know it was like 2 days ago that my hips started to hurt from walking outside on the pavement so much, so I switched back to the treadmill to kind of ease up on that impact on my legs. Now it's time for check-ins. We do check-ins every single day after cardio, every single day. We're blessed to have this beautiful posing room, even though I still need to bring my own light to properly show off my legs. I need that light. Actually, before we hop into that, I have a posing coach, and he wanted me to make a change. This is Christopher Barnett, CB Posing on Instagram. He wanted to change my back double. So if you can see here, my arms are a little bit higher. He wanted me to lower them a bit. He sent me a whole bunch of examples. Sent me fucking Mike. Sent me examples of the top open guys and different people. So usually I have my arms pretty high up. I've always done that to kind of make the arms look bigger, and that does happen, but we decided to lower it a bit, and personally I like it a lot. I sent it to a judge the other day, and he actually preferred the one on the right. We might actually do an overlay so you guys can see it better, but there was another change he wanted me to make as well. With him.
So you have a tendency to want to like, kind of, I call it overposing in this case. And I like the setup where you show all that great detail you have and everything. That's awesome. But to me, it feels like at the moment it's costing you on opening your width because you do this whole wind up, then you come down, and then you open, and then you try to like almost like over crunch on the lats a little bit. Sometimes your traps pinch back together. And I notice it's kind of inconsistent, it kind of goes back and forth sometimes. So an easy way that you can just rehearse the positioning, you won't necessarily use this on stage, but, or you can if you want, but I call it the crucifix method. All right. So first and foremost, we need to make sure that we know how to tense our teres or tense our lat without actually moving the shoulder and elbow. So make sure you can do this. Boom. Right. Notice it's kind of like popping my pec while I do that. And I'm essentially imagining I'm doing a lat pull down without actually moving my arms or my shoulders. All right, once we have that mind muscle connection down, you're basically going to position your arms in this crucifix position. You're going to imagine there's a rope on each wrist. There's a horse on each rope pulling your arms apart, right? So your shoulders are going to come forward, your elbows will slightly come forward, and you're going to feel for that big stretch in the forearm and biceps. Once you're there, you're just going to simply close the biceps to the ears and tense, right? And that's just a way of rehearsing that position, right? Now we'll be here. Externally rotate. Boom, 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 opening up all the way. Curl, externally rotate, tense, right? Right, and you get the idea.
All right, so this is what we're working on today. We're still working on the back. We got the front down pretty good. We got the side shuts down pretty good. Now we're just doing the back pose. So I'm just gonna try the upper body thing first. So out. And I feel the stretch. Flex. Down. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Alright. Normally, like you said, I would be a little too far in. So the stretch now. He's even told me to bring my legs in more. Extend it out more like here. Now bring it in a little bit more and twist out a bit more. Now I feel like the better. Alright guys, breakfast time. We got the update from Yassine. I literally get updates every single morning. Pictures, updates, all that good stuff. We get carbs in meal number one. We normally don't. It's normally just a shake and almond butter. And but today we get to try Ian's new cream of rice. Look at that! Look at that beautiful face. If you don't know who this is CBUM's brother-in-law. That's what he's known for. He's known for being the brother of CBUM. So for some reason he got his own cream of rice. I guess that's just how it works when you're CBUM's brother-in-law. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot today. We get 30 grams. There we go. I'm gonna make protein shake as well. I've been loving this mint chocolate. This is probably my favorite. This is my favorite right now. Number 2 is blueberry muffin. Number 3, the strawberry something I ran out. But strawberry shortcake or strawberry, Little Debbie strawberry thingy. You'll see it on the website if you get it. I know a lot of people worry about artificial sugars and protein shakes and whatnot. That's not something me or any of my coaches have ever stressed about. I've showed up pretty damn shredded doing 2 to 3 shakes a day. And yeah, I don't, if you're sensitive to that stuff, then don't do it. But I mean, I haven't had an issue. All right. While that's cooking, we'll just eat my little bit of almond butter. Personally, I've been loving this all natural ground almond butter. Like they grind it right at the store. I got almond butter in the cabinets here, and I just switched. I got this still here. I got this almond butter. But like this, I just switched. And it's cheaper. It's a good deal if you can find it. We're doing 20 grams of that. You gotta stir it again. I found using a fork helps instead of a spoon. Just stir it. Hunger levels are fine. I get a little hungry sometimes. Like yesterday, I was a little hungry, but it's not bad, honestly. Really not that bad. This prep has been fine overall. I really think it's because I've been doing my training. I said it last video. I always feel bad because we got this guy, Saquon. He's a new pro. He's also in the Air Force. He's actually serving at the base that's like an hour from where I served at while I was a professional bodybuilder. So it's cool. He's coming to train with us later today. Do some legs. I feel kind of bad because I'm only going to be doing like 1 set of everything. We may push him a little harder just because I want him to have a good time and a good workout. But yeah, from what I've seen and what I know now with training, as long as you're able to keep the loads or even improve upon the loads you're doing from workout to workout, you're not going to lose any muscle. I know there's some people that like to do extra stuff in the gym to burn more calories. Personally, I would rather just lower my food or do more cardio. But if one thing in particular, if you're losing strength, there we go. If you're losing strength in the gym, most likely you're losing muscle. So keep that in mind when you're in prep. And if you're losing strength in the gym, I would say lower your volume. All right, let's start it. Yeah, we're gonna do 30 more seconds. I have so many people in my DMs ask me how to cook cream of rice. I don't have a secret method. I put water in there. I'll microwave it. I'll stir it. I'll microwave it. And I'll stir it until it's to my liking. I mean, I personally don't think it's complicated. If you don't put enough water in, I guess put more water in and keep going until you get it you get it right. I'm from the South, so like all my seasoning and all my measurements are done just through my ancestors. We don't have we don't use measuring cups. We don't use teaspoons and tablespoons. We just eyeball it. So this is actually pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go watch some TV and eat this tiny bit of food we got here. All right, welcome back to the Cooking with Diesel. We're on to our next meal. It's our pre-workout meal. I'm happy. I'm getting a little bit extra carbs today for whatever reason. Coach says I'm pretty much ready to go, so I guess he's just playing around with stuff right now. I don't always ask a ton of questions. I just kind of follow instructions, like a good little soldier. Just growing up the way I grew up, and even football, the military, all of it just kind of led me to be this way. So I don't usually ask questions. I let him do his job, and I do mine, which is following the plan. We're doing 80 grams. This chocolate peanut butter is a little bit more difficult to mix for whatever reasons. Probably because of the flavoring or something. But it gets there. You just got to give it some time. All right, there we go. Stir it a bit more. Make sure you break up those little chunks in the corners. You don't get much carbs in a day, so try to make sure the carbs are perfect. There you go. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Everyone's telling me to do the weight drip when you're like 4 weeks out. Personally, I don't like to do weight drip. I need to drink a lot of water, and I need a lot of good tasting things. And I don't know, the weight drip is not it for me during this phase of prep. I'll do it occasionally in the off season, but again, like it just helps me to get more water in if I do this instead. All right, there you go. It is ready. We need to do some berberine. Yeah, berberine and some salt. Berberine will help shuttle this to my muscles. Personally, I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna do what the coach said. Berberine. Salt. A lot of people like to cut out sodium, like the last at the end of prep, or they really like to limit it all throughout prep, but you need sodium. Sodium is an important thing for good muscle pumps and glycogen. And this is meal number 2, aka pre-workout meal. Hey. All right, guys, pre-workout going down. We got RYSE Godzilla today. Personally, I like this one because it's not too much caffeine, but the right amount of pump stuff. Citrulline. It's the main thing I look for. With 2 scoops, there's 5 grams of creatine. So that's also very important. And there's some other things in here. Pink Himalayan salt. How much we got? 500 milligrams, so about half as much as I need. Beta alanine is another key thing my coach wants me to have in my pre-workout. So that is it for that. 2 scoops. Now we're headed off to the gym. If you guys want to see the workout, check out Iron Rebels page. It'll be up there soon. And yeah, let's get it. Workout is done, and Mr. CB Posing sent me an update. He did a little comparison. He said, much better! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Not perfectly to scale, and just a quick screenshot, obviously, as the left image. Okay, my God. But we see the direction this pose is going. We've got more leg size and density to the back and the delts. It seems we're able to hold the back open longer here, too, instead of pinching, which is good. I could tell it was hard, though. It just takes a ton of practice and conditioning rounds. All right, nice. Next up, we're going to do more creatine, 10 grams. Now, I've been using this RYSE. It's like a hybrid creatine, or loaded creatine is what they call it. 4 grams of creatine monohydrate. Creatine HCI, 750 milligrams. And peak ATP, 400 milligrams, along with 1.5 grams of magnesium creatine and betaine anhydrous. So every type of creatine you can imagine is in here. Is it needed? I don't know. Creatine monohydrate is totally fine, but they sell this, and I was like, why not? You know. I'm gonna switch to the flavored kind because I thought I would be doing this with my pre, but the pre has the creatine, and now I have to do gross unflavored creatine. So next time, flavored creatine we're gonna get. We're gonna drink this little shot real quick, and then we'll hop into my shake. Oh my God, lovely.
Which one is worse, apple cider shot or this shot?
I actually had a whole little thing with apple cider. I loved it because I would mix it with I don't even remember anymore. It was like a health drink, like lemon juice and like a little bit of Mio lemonade and greens powder. And I was like, oh, this is actually tastes like one of those health drinks. And I like those. I don't know, I'm weird, but those things you get from like a fucking Panera bread or something. I have no idea, but I would do an apple cider shot any day. Strange. All right. I think we'll do more mint chocolates. Oh, there's my blueberry. I was looking for that. Let's switch to blueberry. Blueberry muffin. I was like, where'd it go this morning? Normally I do the other way because this is like a breakfast one, and I'll do the mint chocolate post workout. Yeah, I do a ton of protein throughout the day, and according to the guy we trained with, Saquon, I am still very dry. My biggest thing is like, I know there's like sayings and bodybuilding rules or whatever, but like, if you ever question something, like you're like, does this really have an effect on my body, or is this just something some bodybuilder said like 30 years ago that everyone says now? Like fish thins the skin. Like no, fish doesn't do that. You know, test it out. I would say this is a very safe way to do it. You know, obviously your coach is probably not going to agree with me, but whatever. At 3 weeks out, say for instance you want to try an artificial sweetener or a sauce or something, whatever it may be. You try that 3 weeks out, you see how you feel that week. If you feel fine, and you continue to look better, then you're good. If you get digestive issues, you don't feel good, you got a whole 2 weeks to remove it and feel fine. There's arguments for both. Like you can argue like it's only a couple weeks, you know, you can deal with it, or you can argue if I can do this thing and look exactly the same, why not? You know. So that's your two things you can weigh out. 2 cups of rice. It's microwaving rice. Chloe thinks it's difficult, but it's water, heat, and rice. So I don't know. We're just gonna Cook it like we cook anything else in the microwave. Cook chicken, cook eggs, whatever you want.
Chicken.
You can.
Is
It's
that
not gonna
thing?
taste great, but yeah, you can. It's heat. What like? See how it's going so far. Oh shit. See if I need to do a little bit longer. If you need rice done in 15 minutes, you don't have microwave rice, that's the tip. Oh wow, 200 grams of rice. Normally it's 100. But first, we need to heat up the other items. So normally, on a day like this, I would sit at home all day, but I have friends, and I'm trying to be a good friend, and I told them I would go to the movie, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh man, 100 grams of zucchini, just enough. Actually, 91 grams. Be all right. I'm not gonna stress over that. We'll cook some more later. And 200 grams of grade A beef. 90. All right, 200. Nice. We're going to see, I think it's called Warzone. I could be wrong. I don't know the name of the movie we're going to see. It is a war movie if you weren't sure. Let's see. Warfare is what it's called. So obviously my buddy Tony is a veteran and a badass. I'm surprised he actually wants to watch stuff like this, but he says it's supposed to be really realistic. It's from my favorite production company. I'm really into movies. A24. If you ever see an A24 film, know that it's gonna be an interesting film. Not all of them are great, but all of them are unique, and most of them are good. So A24 is a cool company. The movie starts at 7:50. Well, it's at 7:15. The theater's like 10 minutes away, so we'll probably get there around 7:20-ish. The movies don't usually start till like 7:30 in real life. So we're gonna eat this in the theater. Luckily in Texas they don't care. I think they're too scared to talk to muscle guys about what we have in our hands. So I would just bring my meal to the movies with me now, and I haven't had an issue with that. Hunter always brings his meals to the movies.
Yep.
And no one stops him ever. So it's nice. Yeah, it's a nice little thing. So we'll bring this to the movies and eat that as soon as we get there, and then we'll probably do a quick little rundown of my last 2 meals of the day. Yeah. One last thing, in my last video, I mentioned this company, NuSauce, and they were nice enough to come and sponsor me. And if sales go well, possibly I can get some equity. So, like I said before, you guys are gonna see me use this. If I look like shit, then you can blame this. But if I look amazing, you know it's safe to take during your preps. Personally, like I said, I think it's great. They got stuff 0 to 5 calories, and it's all natural. Like there's no preservatives and things like that in there if you're worried about that. Water, mustard seed, mustard powder, apple cider vinegar, honey, green onion, lime, cayenne pepper, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna pour a little bit on there, and we'll finish with a little bit of seasoning. My favorite, the Himalayan pink salt, black pepper with garlic. It's a pretty dope combo. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. I put a lot because, again, eyeballing it. Hey guys, we made it to the movies. Got my meal bag back there. Gonna get, oh shit. Gonna get a diet soda and enjoy the movie. All right, guys. Little update. We did not go see the movie because they told me the wrong theater. And by the time we made it to the other theater, the movie had stopped selling tickets to the show. So spent an hour waiting to eat my meal, and no movie. So it is what it is. We just won't be doing that for the remainder of prep. We're just gonna keep it our butts at home when we need to eat. But I got the last 2 meals ready to go to show you guys. We have 100 grams of rice, 200 grams of beef, 150 grams of zucchini, and chicken and salad with a little bit of spinach. And with the salad, we're gonna eat it a little bit later tonight. We're gonna do 20 grams of the good old almond butter. So that is the rest of the meals for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll probably throw some ube berry mix on top of that. And until next time, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed. Peace.